Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Teacher Kim here. So, in my last video, non-devotional video I posted, I told you I was going to journey and that I would give you a video when I got back. Well, guess what? I'm back. Yay! Yes, so this past weekend on Friday, I drove 5 hours to my friend Kelly's house. Kelly Tag, I'll put her link in the description below. We met here on YouTube. We met through in interesting ways. She was watching some of our friends' lives, and I happened to catch that she was starting to go live, so I started going to hers and following her. We met, and then we connected through Facebook. It's a whole thing. It's an awesome thing. But anyway, yeah, so I did something I never thought I would do. I went to a stranger. I'm putting that in quotes because honestly, by the time I went, I really felt like I knew her well, and I still do. And I had already considered her a friend, but I met to someone who I'd never actually met in person's house and spent the night. Crazy, I know, very crazy. We met on YouTube, but hey, weirder things have happened in this world. I met my husband online, so, well, sort of. That's another story. And I've told it before. But yeah, so I went to her house and got to go to DC to journey. So, yay, it was so fun. Okay. So if you work for VIP Kid and you're watching this and you have not gotten the chance, but Journey comes near you, go to Journey. If I could go back, if I can go to another one, whatever, I would do it. It was so worth every minute, every penny. Granted, it costs money to buy the tickets. It costs money to travel to get there. Totally worth it. Worth every bit of it. So I'm going to show you a few pictures of my trip and talk about a little bit. So the first picture I actually took, let's see if I can do this right and pull it up on my screen for you. Let's see. I'm going to add a new layer right here that I can modify. Media files. And let's see. Bear with me. I don't feel like going through and trying to edit this. You know I'm not very good with editing. So I'd much rather just talk you through it. So this is the first thing I see. When you get in the room, this is the morning of journey. We had already had breakfast. They did have breakfast for us. They had a bread bar, bagels, and we were all laughing because, in one of the lessons it says that people in America eat bread, and that's what we had for breakfast was bread. So this was the amazing thing. You walk in this huge room, and there's just a sea of, and it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but there's a sea of orange and people, and it's just completely amazing to get to see all that. So, of course, what do we need to do? We snapped a picture. Well, here's the thing. On my phone and even on my computer, it shows it the right way, but for whatever reason, I took it upside down, so I'm not surprised that it's upside down. Let me see if I can flip it. That's kind of funny that it's showing in the video upside down. Yeah, that one. I need to see if I can go to, no. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Kelly's picture is much better than mine. Mine accidentally was taken upside down. On my phone, it shows it the right way, but that's kind of funny. So, anyway, so we took a picture and got to kind of, shrink that down for a minute so I can talk. So we took a picture and we got to go on in and sit down. Kelly said in her video, and like I said, I'll link her channel below, but she said in her video when she talked about it that we sat at different tables, and we did. We'd use this as a chance to meet many people. We didn't want to be we did stick together, but we didn't want to isolate ourselves from other teachers. So each time we had the chance, we sat near and next to other people. We talked to people, introduced ourselves. Where are you from? That's a long way to get here. Or, we just had lots of conversations, which was so wonderful because I'm really more, and I think Kelly in some ways is too, we're more of, reserved people, but we did put ourselves out there to talk to other people. We didn't just, stay in our little bubble the whole time. We did talk. So we made a point of, if we saw someone like we watched on YouTube, we tried to go speak to them and tell them, hey, and ask for pictures. So, this is Missy Costello, I think is her last name. I will put her link below. Anybody I'm showing you, I'll put their link below if they have a YouTube channel. But we got to meet her and get a picture with her. Um, and that was really, really awesome. She is very nice. She has great videos, great tips and tricks for all kinds of issues with VIP kids. So if you ever are needing tips and tricks, she has excellent videos, very useful indeed. We also got to meet, I'm doing this the wrong way. I want to keep clicking in my, I have the pictures pulled up behind here and I keep wanting to click in there. We also got to meet Penny Davis. And, oh, sorry, wrong one. I like Manicam, but sometimes it's fickle. It doesn't want me to click what I want to click. Okay. We also got to meet Penny Davis. Penny Davis actually, if I don't stop doing that, I'm going to drive myself crazy. So Penny Davis was one of the first people when I first started with VIP Kid that I watched her videos. A lot of people watch Nancy Taylor, and I tried. Nancy Taylor's very, very high energy, and I am not. I can be, but I'm not as bubbly as she is. And so when I watched hers, I kind of got discouraged because I couldn't be like her. And then I found Penny, and Penny was more down to earth. She taught me a lot of the facts and things that I needed to know about VIP Kid. I wasn't really looking for someone to show me how to do the job. I wanted someone just to tell me the things I needed to know about the job. So I watched a lot of her videos when I first started, and actually the very first Facebook group I joined was her Facebook groups. I did not use a referrer, but if I had, I probably would have used her because I did find her first. I actually found her before I found Nancy. And I found Nancy through her. I found a bunch of different people and learned a lot about the company. And well, yeah, my first brush with VIP Kid and whether this was legit was her Facebook page that I found first, which I thought was interesting. So it was very nice to meet her, and she was dressed up like Pink Ball, which was really cool. So give me. Okay, sorry. You probably didn't even know I did anything. So apparently my program I'm recording on, Manicam, has a pause button instead of having to stop recording and come back and restart and put them together. So I paused it. So I went to get, but yes, Penny was dressed as Pink Ball, which is right here on our thing. So here's another thing. When you first get there, you register and sign in, and they give you your little name tag. And they tell you your name, and they tell your city and your state. I'm not going to show my city on there, but they do tell your city and your state. And on the back, it tells you the agenda. This is all the things you could do that day. And they give you this beautiful lanyard to wear so you can keep this around you, which is really nice. These are really nice and expensive. This is a lot of money they're putting into it, even though, we pay to go into this. They still put a lot of money into it. And then they give you pins. I got yellow first, and excuse me, the first table we sat at, we were able to trade to get all of the people. So I got yellow. I had yellow, I got blue, I got pink. Kelly had green, so I got green from her. And she happened to go ahead and get Dino. Dino was very rare. I did not find Dino. I had to go get him from the registration desk, which was cool. They let us go ahead and pick up the ones we were missing. I managed to catch a little cough while I was out of town. Not sick, just cough. I think it's just from the changing weather. So, Dino Unicorn. And then this is really cool because this is the VIP Kid Journey 2019. It shows the picture of, us connecting with children in China. And this is really neat because you only can get it at the event. So, very cool. And I'm kind of all over the place, and I apologize. This video is a little scattered, but I'm trying to do it quickly. So Kelly told in her video, and I'm going to tell you now, in our second session, so our first session, we learned all about L2, which was really interesting. I got some ideas for how I need to modify what I do. I don't follow like I'm supposed to and do what I need to do, and I think that I'll be a better teacher as I adapt to what I was learning, which was really cool. So I love learning new things. In our second session, we were meeting with one of the people from the head office, and she was telling us about the firemen, the community service team. Eric actually spoke in that one as well. Eric Chong, which is, let's see, I can pull that up too, because we did get to meet the Eric Chong. And if you are on the Facebook official page, then you will know who Eric Chong is. And, oh, if I don't keep moving myself. Sorry. Yeah, so this was, stop. Mandy Kim has these new, it's gotten a little more fickle. They updated. Anyway, that was us meeting him, and he was very nice, very helpful. Like, as soon as we said, hey, can we take your picture? And he's like, yeah. And then as soon as we got done taking pictures, he goes, how can I help you? How can I help you find your next session? Because we were in a break. And we're like, no, we know we were going, but he was very nice to offer to help us, which I thought was very kind. I mean, I know he's working there, but he didn't have to offer. He was in the middle of doing something when we kind of interrupted him. But during that session, the lady from the she's over one of the big part of one of the departments that connects with his department, and they deal with the tickets, which was very interesting to find out how they do tickets and how it works. We finally got to find out who Relevant Team was. Relevant Team, of course, is a whole bunch of teams that work together to answer your tickets, and they answer a lot of tickets a day. But they were asking us at the beginning of the meeting, she was asking us what numbers meant. Like, she gave us the number 6, and 6 meant we were in the 6th journey. VIP Kids been here for 6 years. We're in our 6th year, and so 6 was very important. And there was like something else with 6 too. And so yeah, 6 is a very good number in China, and so yeah, she was talking about that, and she did a few other things like that. Well, she gave this really big number, like it was either 14 or 41,000. I don't remember now, but it was really huge, thousands of number, and she wanted to know what it meant, and everybody was kind of guessing different things. And she was about to tell us, and I raised my hand and I said, is it the number of times you answer the same ticket in a day? And the whole room just busted out laughing, and she literally doubled over laughing. And everybody's like, she had some different presents from the home, or directly from the home office, that she had brought for us, for the people who answered her questions right, and she'd been giving them out. And so the last thing was a pen, and so they went ahead, everybody's like, give her a present, she gets a gift. And they gave me the pen, which is really neat because it is from the home office, so no one else at the conference had it, or maybe one other two people, but I'm talking about, like, in general, we didn't all get it. But it has, of course, Dino and the Great Wall and one of the famous buildings there. And it actually says VIP Kid Home Office on it, Beijing, China. And I'm guessing you would get that if you ever visited the actual home office. But this was pretty neat. So we got to wear these all day, which is really cool, getting to wear all of this swag and walk around with that. And my husband, when I was showing it to him, and of course, he was eye rolling and didn't care. But when I showed it to him, he's like, golly, that's heavy. I was like, yeah, no, by the end of the day, I was ready to take this off. It was very heavy with all of that. And I was like playing with them all day, moving them to make them more comfortable. But yeah, so that was so neat to get to have these, and as a memento of journey, something I can keep. Something else I got, and I'm going to talk a little more about my pictures in a moment. Something else I got was, ever since I started with the company, I have been wanting Panda Dino. I saw him when I first started, and I wanted him so badly. And I'm honestly not bought any dinos. Anything I have got dino, which I have a lot, anything I've gotten has been either given to me or I've gotten with my tokens. But Panda Dino wasn't in the token center, and I've been watching over him for a while, and I didn't want my tokens to expire, and my husband told me I could buy something from the store if I used, he doesn't really give me any instructions on money because he knows I'm the one who's gonna be like, no, we're spending too much. So I was being careful, but I got Panda Dino. I'm so excited. I've been wanting him. Of course, granted, this is the first time I've seen him since I got home. Today is Wednesday. I got home on Sunday, and my children, who had been out of town as well, came home then, and this is the first time I've found him. He's been with my daughter for the last 3 days. So I got Panda Dino. I wanted him so bad. And he's actually, she took all my dinos, but he's actually bigger than the other dinos. He's actually a little taller. He's about a good inch taller. He's very big, and he's very soft. He's very cute. And Kelly wanted him too. So when we took our picture together, Where is it? Yeah, this one. When we took this together, she was holding it because she wanted to hold him too because she wants Panda Dino too. But I'm so excited I got Panda Dino. The other thing I bought, and my husband was like, "You don't wear socks. You don't wear shoes. Why did you buy socks?" Because they were cute and they were only $10. I mean, they weren't a bad price. And they were soft. I got some Dino socks. And Dino's underneath the foot. So when you wear them, which I didn't put them on right now because I don't really wear socks very often, but he's under your foot. So these were just so cute. And they are very good soft socks. Stretchy, very stretchy, which I like. I like good socks. And I don't wear them very often, but I do like good socks. My feet do get cold sometimes, especially because he works out of town. He's not home. So, yay. That was the only two things I bought. I did good. I didn't buy a ton. I thought about getting the jacket. The jacket was $45, and I'm busty, and I did not think it would close. So I didn't want to get something that I didn't think would close. But anyway, I digress. Some of the best parts of this were getting to... Did the video not load? It might not have loaded. Getting to see... Oh, it's sideways. I didn't think about that. Okay, well, let's do it a different way. Finally getting to meet Dino. We had to kind of fight to meet Dino. And as Kelly told the handlers... Sorry, it's on its side, but you can get the idea. Dino's handler took my phone to take the pictures and didn't realize that Kelly and I were together because we both jumped into it together. And so she cut Kelly out of all my pictures. Luckily, Kelly got a picture with both of us. But yeah, she cut Kelly out of the pictures. I got to meet, like I said, a lot of people. I got to meet... I told you I got to meet Micah, who we've talked to online, has a Facebook page, and I'll put his Facebook page below. He does a lot of health. He was also dressed as one of the level 1 characters, so we got to meet him and take his picture. We actually hollered, well, I hollered to get his attention because we had been searching for him for a while. We got to meet one of the camis. The other cami was not able to come, but we got to meet one of the camis, and like I said, I'll link her Facebook page below too, their page. And she was dressed as Jamaica, and a lot of people dressed up, a lot more than I expected. Maybe a tenth of all the people were there. I mean, there's maybe like 60 people out of 600, but still, that's a pretty good amount. And everyone was either in orange or dressed up in some way or another. Even Kelly and I, we were in orange. And I don't know if anybody noticed. I don't think Kelly noticed, but I actually changed my watch band to orange for the meeting too. I got to meet... let's see. I also got to meet Tara, who I talk with on Facebook. She does a Facebook group for health and for Fitbit challenges, and I just love her so much. She has such a sweet personality, and so I got to meet her as well, I got to meet her at the very end, which is so exciting. But yeah, we learned a lot. We got to meet a lot of fun people. One thing we learned, which was very, very interesting, that Cindy Mee told us. Cindy Mee is the founder of VIP Kid. And she said that now, as of this past weekend, we have 100,000 teachers. 100,000 VIP Kid teachers. Now, granted, like we were discussing, not all of them open slots. Not all of them, are working. But, still 100,000 teachers. That's amazing. Something else we learned, they were talking about, I'm not going to try to say it in Chinese because I can't speak Chinese, but they were talking about that, parents will ask, do you wear your long underwear? So I saved this and I showed this to one of my students the other day and asked him because he had a cold. And he said, oh, thank you for asking. Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. So this is talking about, is asking, do you wear your long underwear? Are you taking care of yourself? And so I told my students, I did not tell him. I showed him this the other day because I'm not going to try to speak and butcher a language. They taught us how to say it and to say something else as well, but if you don't get those tones right, you don't get it right. So I'm not going to try on that one. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot. We had some great keynote speakers. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just shrink it down for right now until I can remove it. We had some great keynote speakers. Um, the first thing you go into, they had a little party and a game. We got to see Dino dance down the middle of the aisle. We got to listen to one of the speakers to start with, who works in the education department, which was very interesting, and talking about the growth of the company, where it's going. Like I said, we had a breakout session, lunch, breakout session, break, breakout session, snack, final session. Um, the food, I can show you, I have a picture of the food. I didn't take pictures of all of it, but I did take a picture of lunch. My husband asked me what we were having for lunch. So I snapped a picture for him, but I can share with you. It's already sideways, but yeah. So they had really good food for lunch, a very, very, a large variety of food. So they could meet like vegan, gluten-free, all those needs. They had food for everybody, basically, vegetarian options. Excuse me. I apologize. So they had lots of different things like you could eat. They had, for the snack before our final session, they had an apple snack. They had all different kinds of apple snacks like tarts and macarons and all kinds of different things. And it was so good. Everything was really good. Everything was really nice. Everything was so fun. Up until the end, I did not feel tired, but as soon as kind of we got in the car to leave, after we found the car again, it was dark, and yeah, after we got in the car, it hit me. I was tired. It was a long day. We started at 9. They had breakfast at 9. The first session started like right at 10. We didn't finish till 5:30. It was a very long day, especially for people who work early mornings and only work nights and mornings. So it was really long. But it was so much fun, so worth it. And I'm so grateful to Kelly for letting me stay with her and crash at her place. I got to enjoy hanging out with her and her husband, her son, and I got to meet her daughter. And her children both were gone on Saturday night, so I got to go with her, and we hung out at her neighbor's house and relaxed by the fire, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful trip. I am so grateful that I got to finally talk to Kelly in person. I could talk to someone about VIP Kid and about my students, and I didn't have to like get the eye rolls and the like that my husband gives me, and my kids just really don't care at all. They act like they do, but they don't. They care about Dino. They love Dino. They're jealous. They are so jealous I got to meet Dino. They said that the next time if they can go, they'd like to go and meet Dino. And I tried to tell them they can't meet Dino, but I was like, oh, okay, sure. Next time you can go with me. Granted, who knows when the next time will be. It has to be somewhere close that we can afford to go to. But it was, excuse my voice, it is going fast. But it was the best time ever. If you get the chance to go. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. I learned a lot about the company. I learned a lot about people. And honestly, I already knew VIP Kid was a very caring company. But this just kind of sealed it. Everyone you met was so nice, and well, almost everyone we met. There was it's like Kelly told in her live. There was one person that wasn't quite as nice, but almost everyone we met was so sweet, so kind, so excited to be there. Everyone that we met from the home office, everyone we got to listen to, was just, you could tell how much they loved their job. They were willing to fly over here for a weekend, basically, and throw this together for us. They didn't have to. Other companies don't. This is something that only VIP Kid does, and this is just amazing. It really is amazing. It was such a great time. It was such a surreal experience to see all these different people that you've seen on Facebook, on YouTube, on everywhere, and that you get to actually meet them in person, talk to them. It was very fun, very surreal, very fun. And the best part to me, honestly, was getting to finally talk to Kelly in person. I love the community that we have been building, like she talked about as well. Is always, you need a community. This job is such an isolating job, and you need that community, those people that you can talk to. Meetups are great, but how often do you talk to the people you meet at the meetups? I mean, yeah, maybe you make a friend and a connection, but you may or may not talk to them regularly. I talk to the ladies and gentlemen, well, mostly ladies that are on YouTube with me. I talk to them daily. If I get a good have a bad class, I'll message them and tell them. If I have a great class, I'll tell them as well. Um, and we'll talk about personal things as well some. And if I need prayers, I can ask them for prayers. And I have someone who will listen and understands. This job is very isolating. So find your tribe, find your community like I have. Join ours if you need to. We're more than welcome. We'll welcome you in with open arms. But yeah, it's so fun, and I was thankful the more we listened, and like Kelly said, the more we listened to them talk about having your own community. And that's part of this was a learning and community building experience. The more I realized that I'm so thankful for the community that I have. Even if I met them on YouTube, my husband makes fun of me about that as well. But even if I met them on YouTube, I am so thankful for this opportunity and the community I have, because I'm the type that really isolates myself. So if I didn't have them, I would be very isolated. And it's hard not to burn out when you're isolated and you're working a lot of weird hours, and normal people don't understand. I mean, my family kind of gets that I'm working in the morning, so they don't bother me, but yeah, it's not something normal people would understand. So, find your tribe. Go to Journey if you get the chance. And if you don't have a tribe, go to Journey and get a tribe. This was the sixth Journey. And I know there'll be many more because it was such a blast, and I mean, just it was amazing. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, leave them below. Like I said, I will try my best to link everyone's YouTube channels so you can at least get some ideas and see some different people's YouTube videos for VIB Kid. And I will see you next time. Bye.